Alright, so this was a deck I was messing around with TrapTrix in the Grateful card. So it is just some replays that were left over. Now this one is basically a test against Akai. So this is probably like a test duel. Like right here, YGOPRO is here now. My second copy. I'm just waiting for the combos so I can get it. Since I didn't have the right card yet. What I was waiting for was Almost Trap Hole. I can test with this card right here. Now I have my combo set up now. I was waiting for him to summon a beater, then get 3000 attacker. So he did right there. So you first have to like use Bombless, then use this. With the right chain, then you can deal 3k damage to him. Like that. And then we'll deal normally right now. Since he used a graveyard and from the hand, so it is 2000, this will be 4000. And with Dark Room Nightmare, you can double it. So that was one of the test one. I'll leave these two later. Anyways, let's see. So these were the remaining replays. This was gadgets. Now this is against Blue Eyes. When I dueled him, he was like, WT, what just happened? Against Grateful. Literally, I thought I was gonna lose this duel since he had a 4K beater. But he kept using his rituals in his hand. And not attack me. So that's how I counter him with the Grave Hole, since either use Graveyard or hand. Like, I literally had no idea how to get over this. So I summoned Neo's Cougars to deal burn damage to him. Since that was my only viable option at the moment. See? He just keep on using his rituals in his hand. If he just go for attack, this would never happen. He would have just won the duel. Now I did have that Time Lord in this deck, but they probably forgot about it. This really has their life points. Now this is a mistake I made. You're supposed to use Boundless, then use the Blossom. Magic Cylinder. It's not a bad card. Now Red Eyes. Bad timing again. Each time they try to use a Grave effect, Grave Hole can counter it. Senka, the Free Kingdom deck. I always get annoyed with Ash Blossom, so having this card is very good. Since you can make them take burn damage instead, since they always want to use your Ash Blossom. This is a good counter for it. I seriously have no idea how they played Senkas though. But they remind me of Six Samurais. Burn damage. Wise Man's effect. That is Subterra. Most people play this card to steal their links. Try to steal it, but it's immune to traps. Another Ash Blossom. Like every deck almost has this card. I was like, screw this. Solemn Judgment. Now, these two probably are bad ones. I just showed all of them anyways, since they weren't covered on his channel, so you can see what the rest of it. You know, picking this target, like for TrapTrix, is not really the best. I know Blazing Mirror Force and Ring of Destruction works, but I was just kind of testing cards. Basically get rid of it anyways. Card in Light Flare. He does realize that doesn't work against TrapTrix using Balmless. You could run these cards if you want to, so you can make them can't use it. A second copy. But this deck isn't really focusing on banishing your opponent's card. It's more like burn. You could use Blazing Mirror Force instead, but I don't run it because I don't like taking damage. It works, just like Ring of Destruction. Those are alternatives you can use. Trickstar. This one's terrible, I heard. Now his build. Almost very familiar with mine. Except he's not playing Lynx. Reincarnation, Torrential, try to drop 2. His room might be reward, damn it. He quits. Guess that's it for that one. So these are the last two. So these are two missing duels that weren't covered on the live stream or the video. Basically, I find these two ones are funny though. This is a Sky Striker player with Phantom Knights. TrapTrix. Like shit, he's on BOS. And he started getting his combo out. Steals my BB Warrior. And I was thinking I'm gonna lose now. Damn it. I was like, how can I beat him? He has BOS and stuff. HAV is my monster to get rid of my stuff. Now he's bombless. Which I could have comboed with this card if I wanted to. With 400 life points, I wonder what I could do. I lava golem him. So basically, he thinks he won the game since he got rid of the lava golem. That's what he thinks. Since I was trying to end game with lava golem and he still hasn't. And then he acted swap play. I'm like, damn you! Now nobody can attack. His saddest mistake was activating this card in his graveyard. Then Grave Pulse activate, and then he'll take 2k burn damage now. So that was a really funny duel. And this against True Dracos. Both games, they both try to steal my Beaver Warrior for some reason. I really hate this card. Makes nobody can play spells. So I was kind of like hoping like he got rid of his own card. Like, get burned by his own trap card. And he steals it. I'm like, damn you. And that's it. To the deck profile. Now there's a lot of alternatives you can run. For example, Blazing Near Force. Ring of Destruction. Okay, so these were one of the card recommended, like Sundion, so you can deal 2k damage, basically for stalling. This one halves your opponent's life points. I have this card is just for memes. Neos is for the Neos Fusion engine. Lava Golem for burn. TrapTrix is etc. This card basically combos with Bombless using your TrapTrix. I usually combo with Bombless Trap Hole. So usually when they try to like special summon from the extra deck, use Bombless, and then this, they'll take burn damage. It's a very nasty combo together. Dark Sanctuary. Now this game has won me quite a lot of games. I have it because it's pretty cool. But if you want to be asshole, you could run Missing Mind. Like seriously, you could just run Missing Mind instead of Dark Sanctuary if you want to be an asshole. But I'm not like that though. Catch Copy. Now this card basically search any card from your deck. So basically if your opponent search for a card, you can use this card and get any cards. So what I usually would do would try to get a decent card like Neos Fusion or like Brave Hole to burn them or any card. Is for if your opponents want to like keep messing up your back row, you can surprise him with Raptor Ultimate Falcon. Or this card. Guardian Lifer is 5,000 attack. Even if this gets destroyed, you can summon out Guardian Light Shower. Light Shower can deal burn damage to them. They draw a card. Like during their turn, they draw one card. They take 1,000 burn damage. Boundless is for the TrapTrix engine. Magic Cylinder. It's not bad. It's viable to use. Now TrapTrix is very necessary for the deck, so you can get your traps faster. Trap Hole. Now Titan Insider. This card is optional, but I have it in here so you can counter against extra decks. But most of the time, you probably don't need it though. This is not needed either, since this is for able to play Master Rule 5. Now this card, it's sort of like Chain Energy. So each time your opponent summons a monster, they basically take burn damage. That's basically what this card does. You can combo this card probably with Orochi, Gizmic Orochi. That's what I assume it's probably for, comboing with Orochi. Then you have the Great Bowl. The key card was in the replay. Now this was recommended to me that since this deck doesn't use a lot of spells, you can use this card. And basically each time your opponent uses a spell card, they take burn damage, 1,000. Now Firecracker, also another burn damage card. Basically you can use it any turn to take burn damage. Or you can use it to stall. If it doesn't get destroyed by battle, you can use it for counters instead. It's another burn damage. Metaverse for Dark Sanctuary. Chain Energy, very similar to Inari. Basically this forces your opponent to limit their plays. You can either use Inari or you did, but most of the time you won't summon Inari since not a lot of decks, especially some from the main deck. Chain Energy, so I sort of like force my opponent to either stop playing a lot or take all the burn damage. And mostly wins me game, this card. Extra deck, basically this is for Neos Fusion, but you can also use Catch Copy instead though. But it's just a faster way to get Neos Kluger out though. I want to go offensive. That's basically it for my deck.